Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
I don't know how they do it. They keep getting it, changing it every single week. They always subvert the audience expectations, you know?
Yeah. The twists just keep twisting.
Insane week of this week's episode is absolutely insane. I was not expecting for that to be the plot twist.
It was also like her. No, this is Happy Death Day to Neon. Boy, this is not the reveal that I thought the reveal would be, and also, I guess this isn't a time traveler's wife sort of situation. It's more of a boy meets digital boy, future boy meets digital girl? Question mark? Hey, watch out for those ads. Don't get those ads about talking to an AI girlfriend. I don't know what you're talking about, but ChatGPT keeps telling me to leave my wife and get with it.
Right? Better watch out.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Kamen Rider Geats, episode 29. Lamentation V. Surprise! Bullfight Games.
God.
Hey, that's a thing you want on your birthday, you know, a surprise.
This is not the surprise I was looking for. This is not some kids find out that they're adopted on their birthday. Very few times do they find out that they are figments of their father's imagination that they wished upon a star for, creating you from a ethereal goddess that creates death games for people. Boy, I don't
even know how to process this episode.
All I can think of is saying again.
Hold on to it, and that showed us like as soon as they got to the scene when Bear shows the thing, but we don't see. I was like, oh, I guess they're holding it out on us. You know, all right.
Oh yeah, that was the thing, right? So okay, so let's talk specific. Okay, let's deal with the big cat-sized elephant in the room. So it's revealed in this episode that Neon is a full-blown fucking creation made from a wish from the goddess of creation.
Homunculi?
I mean, I guess there's. She's an artificial being. I don't know if that would inherently make her homunculi. The closer thing I would think of is what's her face from fucking Saber.
Fucking Sophia, but wasn't she a homunculi too?
No, I don't think they ever used the specific term homunculi. Like, let's see, oh god, I have to go, that means I gotta go back to Geats, even the wiki. And not Geats, Saber, fuck, I have to go back to Saber even in the wiki.
Gotta look up Saber content?
Yeah, and God knows what that's gonna tell me, because it's probably gonna be like, oh, also, yeah, so fucking Sophia, she's also Rintaro's mom, and some other shit, and
right. So real quick, speaking of Saber and Geats, right? So Tariq, we are 29 episodes into Geats, right? Off tangent beat before we get to even though we already said the big reveal, right? So we are 29 episodes into Geats, right? Yeah. Unlike Revice and Saber, which they were like 5-7 episodes in, and they said side media for, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, King Oger, the current Sentai season that me and William are doing, you know, right? Because William's back. William escaped from the Dark Dimension.
Yeah, he escaped from the Dark Dimension, but he's still operating in a parallel world, and only you are the bond between us.
Right, yeah. So, we are, as of this week, 5 episodes into King Oger, right? Mm-hmm. And they have already announced a King Oger side media project for it.
It couldn't keep. Just leave it to Sentai. Couldn't stay competent for long. Glad to hear it. Right? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. And that's the thing, right? We are there is still like no actual side. Like, is it like the yearly actual schedule, like Hyper Battle? Like that's actually like a yearly annual thing, right? Like, not counting those, right? There's like no actual exponential side media for us to consume, which is I think it's because if you think about it, Geats is actually one of those that actually makes sense for them to actually do a side media projects for, you know, like, hey, look, hey, what's going on? Hey, while everyone is out there playing SAO, what's happening in GGO, you know, right? Or what's happening in I mean, fuck, they could have made a fucking side story about Keiwa's sister if they wanted to fucking waste time,
or they could have done all the side media on Ace's past life,
or side media on
actually one of those projects where it actually makes sense.
If they showed like the game that he was in with fucking God damn it! Now I'm forgetting stupid Daichi Isuzu or whatever is
Nudge Sparrow?
Nudge Sparrow, yeah. Nudge Sparrow and Lopo's game, like they could do that. They could fucking
right. Or hey, show me what not Ace's previous. Show me what
Asu's. Yeah. Or
right.
hey, why don't you show me the fucking what is it? Maybe we could finally learn who that elephant and whatever fucking other rider were that killed fucking what's his name, Michinaga's friend. Like, why don't you show us what happened there? Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more to them. Maybe they'll be the big bads that show up at the end.
Oh, right. Yeah, the fact that we're 20, there's still like no explanations is absolutely insane. When within the narrative of Geats, it actually makes perfect sense for us to actually learn about this side media. Like, hey,
but I'm okay with it, you know, right?
Give me a Ben and John slice of life of two foreigners trying to make it into crazy, crazy world of Japan.
Ben and John's Mystery Solving Incorporated. It's hey, I've seen a lot of shows.
Pan-American Funhouse road trip, you know, right?
Their Japanese version of they'll just make a Japanese version of Psych with a black man and a white man in Japan speaking Japanese.
Right. But yeah, all right. Hey, did you figure out what the fuck is with Sophia yet?
I mean, it just says that she's an artificial being that's created as an image of the priestess that was the original holder. So, I wouldn't say by, like... I mean, I think the basic definition of a homunculi, which I'll just double-check. Homunculus. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. I looked up homunculi... and it gave me what the Collins Dictionary says, and it's not a thing that you're allowed to call a person. It's like that old John Mulaney bit with fucking
yep.
Stefan, and you go little person. Okay, so a very small human or humanoid creature. That is not, what is a homunculus in Greek myth, though? Nope, artificially created humanoid. Okay, well, cool, whatever. Alright, whatever, fine. I mean, I guess that follows the goddamn Full Metal Alchemist version, but anyway...
Yeah,
I think we're...
absolutely saying the blunder, right? Because I think we both said it, I think, earlier when we had, was it Neon's dad and Chiro, right? We had discussion like, you know, it was the goddess that gave it, right? I thought, I guess one of them was either shooting blanks, or the other ones, eggs were a shrivel up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, which is the thing that you would think would happen. But no, that's not it.
Nope. I'll just replace my dead daughter with this brand new daughter, you know, right?
And also, does that... So the true backstory that gets revealed is that this whole kidnapping incident was supposed to be a kidnapping incident actually ended in the original daughter Kurama Akari dying.
Yeah.
It's not... I don't really take it as clear as to whether or not it's because the parents didn't pay the ransom, or if it's just fucking some really dark, twisted shit there.
Right, like, they got the money, but then they're like, hey, we can also get rid of the daughter as well.
I mean, because really the twisted part of it is still a 7-year-old girl was fucking kidnapped, right? And taken by who knows who, and killed. That's the short and sweet of it. And so it's like, boy, that's a hell of a thing to just, like, hide. And then also to tell... I mean, to show these two alternate depictions of it, both the version that is in Neon's mind of how events went, and the version of how it actually went, I'm not clear if what they're saying is the wish he had was that... Because it's not just that he asked for his daughter to be back, he asked for he got a new daughter, and his wife, I guess, still, like, he and his wife still went through that trauma of losing their first daughter, but then all of a sudden, because clearly she didn't seem to, Neon's mom doesn't seem to be, or until just now, wasn't
right, that's
in the know about the fucking thing.
Right, so it's obviously that like the only people that technically knows about this are Papa Karuma, right? Chirum, right? And I guess Baraba, I don't know how she fucking got this. I guess she went maybe
she had access to it because of the Vision Driver. I mean,
yeah, right. And she's like, "Oh, hey, I found. Do not play video.mp4.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I read those creepypasta.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. So it was like, dude. So I assume that when Papa Karuma made the wish, he rewrote his wife's memory as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, okay. Here's what I would say. Here's what I'd say, and I guess I'm able to rephrase, or at least reorient how I'm thinking about this, just because I'm looking at it from the wiki and how they describe it. Because it says, with the world having been altered, memories of Akari were replaced by Neon entirely. So, it's probably similar to how the goddess creation basically does everything, which is destroy and build things up anew. So basically, she had to wipe the board and then rebuild it again with a new daughter for him. So it reset his wife's memories, and he kept his memories because he's a sponsor of the DGP. But
right, look, hey, look, you have to live with this burden on you. You can't just easily forget, right? It's like what Thanos says, right? Right, he has to hold the burden of wiping out half the universe.
I'm wondering if the point of this is going to turn into being that the final enemy or whatever is not just the goddess of creation, but some kind of other deity of destruction. Like that this is part of two halves. Like that the goddess is, I mean, the same way that the Vision Driver is like the two-factor authentication
theory that I was on for a year. You cannot have a god of chakra if you don't have a devil of chakra.
Yeah, well,
And then Boruto did it, and I got real mad. I was shitposting that for like an entire year when Boruto was airing.
Yeah, well, sometimes you shitpost. Sometimes people look at a shitpost and go, "That's canon."
Access the fifth dimensional planes, and he found the actual devil of chakra. And I got real fucking mad about it. I was like, "This is fucking stupid."
Yeah,
I was shitposting about a devil of chakra. Just because you have a god doesn't mean you need to have the devil as well.
According to them, yes, you do.
Man, I got right, dude. Man, do you think there's a devil of creation as well? I
know a devil of destruction. Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Two halves, right? The classic story elements, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's such a wild take on, and such a cursed plot point to give to Neon.
As well. I was not expecting for this to come out, right? Can you just imagine all like the 7-year-old kids, like all this, as you know, right? As we know, we as gaijins, right?
Yeah.
Are not the Toei audience, prime audience, right?
But it's also
we're already helping Toei out by getting on a plane every week to go to Japan to watch these episodes, right?
But here's the thing, right? So I'm trying to think about it. I mean, to be fair, Saber opened up with a kid getting ripped through a fucking wormhole. That was rough. Okay. Revice honestly didn't have the body count that I wanted it to have. I don't think we actually lost any of our real main characters by the end of it. Nor did really I mean, even in George's case where he's like, my father died. Oops, my dad's back. Oh, he's dead again. Like,
for real this time.
Like, for real this time. There's that shit. 01 might be the last series that we had anything close to this level of, like, childhood trauma, right? Between Fuwa having the whole Daybreak incident happen and all the Humagears going berserk on his, fucking, like, class, right?
Right.
Which I forget if that was just an altered memory or something that Zaya did to him. I forget if that was the big twist. But either way, that's still a fucking next level amount of gaslighting, so I'll still count that. And then fucking, even in Aruto's case, it was like, yeah, my parents were dead, but my grandpa made me a robot dad, and then my robot dad died protecting me. That was pretty fucked up. Honestly, I really was watching 01 the entire time, expecting them to reveal that, oh, actually, I'm just the robot boy that my grandfather made to, like, replace his dead grandson. But that's not what we wound up with.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone was expecting to happen, you know. But hey, you know what? You know what they say, you know. Sometimes during the middle of production, the world changes, you know, and you can't follow through with what you want to do, you know, right?
Yeah, hey, look, who knows what we could have done with 4 to 6 more episodes of proper elaboration. But yeah, fuck. Anyway, I guess whatever. It's Azuma's turn to make a game. He goes, oh, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna make a bullfighting game.
Daichi, still don't know why he's in it. I think he only has one line this episode, and I keep forgetting he is still part of the Yamato writer team.
They don't want to let us forget in the fucking opening. I'm wondering if he's gonna wind up, if the Yamato side is gonna expand more than the Yamato themselves, or if there's going to be other writers that get brought over to that side. That roster, while we only have 5 writers right now, that roster is still looking pretty lopsided in terms of writers. Like, just the framing on the Yamato side and the framing on the DGP side, it looks like there's space for, hey, new members, we got plenty of space, come on over.
I'm amazed that they haven't went and brought back people like Mary or Japan yet, you know, right?
Yeah, Japan
people are hoping to see Japan again, you know, right? I think it reached the point because people are so just uninterested in Daichi, right? Of how he's actually, because he's supposed to be the big brain, smart guy that team, like, all according to my Keikaku, you know, right?
Yeah, right.
And he is actively, now he's like, oh man, I'd rather just see a guy that just wants people murdered back on the team, you know, bring him back. I bet he'll make the dynamic more fun, you know?
Yeah, clearly. So, you know, it is what it is, but boy, it's, boy. Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Neon's birthday, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's Neon's birthday.
The 4th of April, you know, right?
Or is it the 4th of April or is it the 1st of April? Because she does say 4th of April, yeah.
Yep. Right?
Yeah, 4/4, 2023. Oh boy, yay.
Yep. Yeah.
This is, I mean... It also, this is an episode that one part goes, oh, anyway, it's, hey, there's actual stuff happening, and Neon's getting ready for, her birthday, and then also, there's also, Yamato stuff happening, which, coming back from fucking Dawn Brothers, it's like, it's such a... I mean, I never left Geats, but it's like the further away I get from that experience of having these 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 parallel plot lines happening without touching each other versus this where it's trying to, like, actually mix stuff in and make it all relevant is such a fucking relief. Like, the reason why we get this whole revelation about Neon isn't because Neon is just having her own thing on the side with Kyun, which we'll get to that. But it's because Baraba's, like, own interference in Azuma's game is just, yeah, sure, you can make a game. Doesn't mean I can't add some stuff there. Like, oh, you want to have 1v1 of, like, a bullfighting game. Also, it's not really what bullfighting is. It's not fucking goddamn Thunderdome. But hey, we gotta use.
Right?
We gotta use
one person. Is that one person fighting the bull? You know.
We have the gymnasium set again from Build and like Fies and shit. So let's bring it back and have them go fight in the gymnasium set.
Right.
But like.
It's been a while since we've seen this, you know. Look, whenever we want to do a cool battle, we always film it in here, you
actually,
know. Right?
Didn't we? It might have been. They might have used it in. Actually, they might have used this in Refice as the fucking... No, that was a different auditorium when the first thing happened.
No, the only last location I remember was Built, because this is where fucking
where they fight, yeah, where they have the whole fucking like
when they had the state war, you know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know,
send your representatives down.
Having the states fight each other, you know, what a crazy concept, you know.
Oh boy,
civil war, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, hope no civil war happens.
Hope there's no division among the within the country.
Boy, hey, look,
dissent amongst the people.
Right? Hey, don't worry, you know. Hey, look, there are barriers all over the city. You know?
Yeah.
And look, there's only a 4-mile drive, you know. You know, right?
Yeah.
Kaywa get his ass beat. Real easy.
He's. Yeah, Kaywa does not do well. But it's mostly because Baraba is cheating. Mostly. Yeah. It's not just because Kaywa is bad at fighting, and as somebody aptly showed in a meme on the subreddit, Kaywa doing the fucking what was the driving show for Top Gear, the Top Gear thing where it's like, this is beautiful looking at the Command Twin Buckle, but I like this with the Ninja Buckle.
Right.
Like, you fool, you're going to get us all killed. So like, Baraba's plan is basically, I'll fuck around.
Weakest,
right? I'll fuck around in 2v1 on Kaywa and see if that like takes him out, and then I'll just mentally destroy. I'll just give Neon a fucking existential crisis and have her too fucked up to fight. And then Geats won't be able to. Then it won't even need to worry about Geats.
Look, it's best 12-3, you know.
Yeah.
Look, we'll have the 2 weakest member of their team fight first, you know, right?
Yeah.
I'll get them.
Right.
Right.
It's. I mean, again, it's not a brilliant. It's not like a clever strategy. It's very like. Of course, they weren't going to fucking play fair.
Yeah. Right. Of course, they won't send. They won't make Ace fight first. You know, he's the best player.
Oh no, Baraba! Baraba changed the rules. What a twist!
Said was like, boy, look, I hope Kaywa doesn't use his Command Twin Buckle. You know, right? That's our big plan, right? Hope he keeps using that stupid ninja buckle like an idiot. You know, and forget he has a way better buckle just chilling. You know.
Yeah, right? I mean, so it's almost not entirely his fault. But. Then luckily, fucking Ace is able to very quickly realize that the system that they set up themselves isn't actually as smart as they said it was. Where they was like, "Oh, it has to be the next person. Like it has to be the exact person." And Ace looked at that and immediately and went, "It's just first come, first serve. What the fuck are you talking about?" And just runs in. Also, what the fuck is this Jamato? What is this Jamato? Because he's swimming around the water or the ground, right? But is he a different kind of different kind of Jamato? Because we've had.
Oh, was it a Jamato that was it? I thought I was.
What did you think that was?
I thought she was just summoning out fucking hazards, you know, like.
No, it's the dude. It's the fucking. It's that new It's the thing that fucking Archimedes was watering at the beginning that breaks out of the ground.
Oh, wait, I see. Now, to be fair, the shots that were happening were, like, so fast, like, you only see the particle.
Well, you see it, okay, at, like, when Kay was in the cage, like, that's the Jamato that, like, is staring him down. I'm trying to look through these Jamato if they see... Oh, I guess... Oh, God. No, that's the Pawn version. There's the Matador Jamato. What the fuck? Dunkleosteus... What the fuck? Hold on.
Okay.
The fuck is a dunkleosteus?
Okay.
Known as the Kodaigyo, ancient fish Jamato. What? Okay, so fuck the chess pieces. Unearth the fossilized dunkleosteus really Jamato.
Look, it's like what they say. You only have like 10 pieces.
Jesus! Look at that. Oh boy, you look up a dunkleosteus? I don't know. Dunkmaster Flex. Boy, that's a big ass fish head. Look, they got bishop, knight, rook. You didn't want to be like, this is the queen?
Or the horse? Oh, no,
that's already knight. I mean, it could be just another knight Jamato. It's just, nope, this one's a fucking fossil. Back at a time before we had chess and war games. Back when it was just Ooga and Booga.
Back when we had ancient chess,
Yeah, right? I guess. Which was just rocks. But anyway, away from K1, his perpetual losing streak. Kyun is... I don't even know. I don't know what to do with this character at this point. It's not a time traveler's life thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely
good.
It's also not.
Good thing it's not a time traveler's life because we were talking about like that'd be really bad.
Yeah, don't groom your wife into loving you. But at the same time, don't neg a girl and like gaslight her into liking you either. The fact that Neon herself is able to like piece together that he's her supporter, I don't know how she does that. Well, I mean, she's paid attention to his occasional offhand comments that like slip out that make it seem like he has inside information, so I guess that it's reasonable for her to be able to pick that up. But like cute, and also this once again proves that the supporters don't know everything about their players, which is really weird, especially if they're supposed to be from the future. But they don't.
Right? You think that stuff is like kept up the records, or like you can't read into whoever you're supporting's actual history because that gives you insight. Right now, that'll give you too much of an advantage. Like, you gotta pick one from the past, and hope this person, right? Hey, look, you can pick between either Abraham Lincoln or Joshua Boots to support. One of them's gonna be.
Well, no, but you could pick between. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, which one do you think is gonna win this fight? Well, based off of history. No, you don't get to look at the books.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's this is just a wild fucking thing. But Kyun, I mean, it's all out there now. Kyun, is identified by Neon, and she's like, why are you so fucking, awkward around me when you're messaging me?
Do you not have girls in the future? Did it keep you guys in closed off society or something?
I mean, again, everybody's in their ideal world, so he's never met a challenging woman like her before or something. This is some real this feels like some real actual K-drama, J-drama shit where it's just the standoffish pretty boy man and the rich girl. He's a douchebag and she's pretty and rich. Fuck, will they ever get together? It's the plot of the show. So yes.
And look. He also gives her the best present anyone could ever ask for: a boost buckle.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, to be fair, good. Good. Fuck. I mean, is this just? It's not so much that. I would say this. It's perfectly fine under the circumstances that we're at because so much of the established rules of the show have been in universe actively torn down, right? They are the DGP is now desperately clinging to control of this situation, right? So it's not out of character for them to be like, yeah, fuck it, you want to give her a boost buckle, fine, just here, take it, please, God.
And you don't hit the command twin buckle.
Just go get us the vision driver back, please. Right? Yeah. Anyway, give her the boost buckle. We're not giving. No. Just
that costs too much for us to make a separate mode for. Right?
Yeah.
Right? You know, right? And look, if you want, you have to come. Hey, prove it to us, you know, by buying Neon products, you know, right?
Yeah. But fucking Kyun continues to play the tsundere boy to this shit, and then has a nice meeting with her father, like a good, respectable boy, where her father just goes and says some ominous shit, and then Ace decides to go just show up.
That's like, look. The wife wants to marry off to keep current power, you know, but he thinks it has like
he's thinking future. Yeah.
Right? And why would I invest in coal when there's something called electricity coming out, you know? This Thomas J. Edison guy seems like he knows what he's talking about, you know, right?
Yeah. Why would I marry my daughter off to a present fuckboy when I can marry her off to a future fuckboy?
Right? He has future money, you know? Yeah. Who knows what the currency is?
Who knows what that currency is? Dreams? Hopes? Desires? Ooh. That sounds like it could be a thing. But, yeah, also, apparently he has the power as a sponsor to, revoke Ace's driver. I don't think that's true at all. I think that's a big-ass bluff. But yeah, Ace decides to jump in first for Neon to take her place.
He decides to follow him to the abandoned to the place.
Yeah, where, abandoned gymnasium. And I will say the entire premise of how this conflict starts, of sending out this little fucking matador Yamato to just raise a fucking flag in front of them and be like, woohoo, here boys, come get me!
Time, you know? Look, it's time for the fight, you know? Guys, come on.
It's just, like, it started off with them with Kayla and Ace going, oh my god, a Yamato's outside this store, we should stop it! And then it was like, oh, it led me to a fucking cage match. And then everything afterwards was just like, and now we're having cage matches. It's like, okay, well, do you still need to send the Yamato out with the flag, or can I just show up to the match? Like, this isn't actually putting any, like, inflicting any threat to the regular people or anything, so I don't know why I would...
It's like, I think it's more the fact that it's Michinaga who's controlling, he's like, and he doesn't care about civilians, like, no. Those are not my priorities. You know?
Yeah, I just want to hurt Kamen Riders.
I'm not here to hurt little Jimmy and Timmy who are out with their mom and pop.
Unless they have a rider belt, in which case they're fair game. Yeah, I'll shoot those kids straight in the head.
All right. Yeah, but like that's not the thing. Like, at least Michinaga's character is very well thought. Like, he has one goal, right? And he is determined to focus his goal.
Yeah, he does not get distracted with just other shit.
Right, look, right. You know, look. It's like those memes, right? Of like, hey, look, don't let the boobs distract you. You gotta focus. You know. Right, you gotta focus on it and everything.
Yeah. So anyway, fucking Ace reveals that there's another. Finds the Diocletus, Deuce Bigelow, fish gigolo in the fucking ocean, in the ground. Smart, right? Yeah. Knocks it out of the water and then goes, okay, cool, it's time for Boost Mark II, even though you should pretty much probably only be using this with the laser buckle based off of
but look, you know, look, they want to remind us that they still have to shoot for the bottom half. Right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, right? I don't know. What do you mean? We haven't seen Ace use the ninja buckle in a while, you know? Gotta show him how cool he looks with the ninja buckle, you know? Right? Show that, hey, this is how you use the ninja buckle to fight.
Yeah.
Right? Unlike some people who has the ninja buckle.
Yeah, and has some people who have the decency to pick it up before they leave. Fuck. God damn it, Kawa.
Right? Stop! I just left it behind.
Stop dropping your fucking... it's like dropping his textbooks in the middle of class, and it's like, oh my god, how did you do this?
Pretty nice, well choreographed fight, by the way.
Oh yeah, this whole fight with Geats has been breaking the internet. But then Baraba decides to just fucking dox Neon, which holy fucking shit. That was, as we talked about from the beginning, a wild revelation. That also, boy, I really hate this. So when they when after Neon gets doxxed and she unknowingly goes to like her sponsor room to like, oh cool, all these fan presents, oh my god, and then it immediately turns into, fuck you, you're a fake, blah blah blah, some real Perfect Blue shit, you know, some real Satoshi Kon, fuck the idols, they're all fakes. Why can't I read To Kill a not To Kill a Mockingbird, fuck, what's the thing that makes all the kids go crazy, the book that makes all them turn into psychopaths, Holden Caulfield and all that shit.
Fuck. I don't remember.
I'll look it up. Holden Caulfield, Catcher in the Rye, that's what I meant.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Kill the phonies, kill the phonies. Right? The fucking, like... They call her... So that's when they say that she's the second Kurama Akari. Like, she... But the specific word that the audience fans say to her is, in Japanese, is they call her Kurama Akari Nigo. As in, number 2. Like, it's like like model... Like how in Dragon Ball Z, right? Android 18 is called Juhachigo, right? Because it's number 18. Has that been what Nago has been the entire time? Is not a play on her animal or anything, but the fact that she's the second?
Boy, yeah, you know, right, when he said that, I was like, oh boy, has this always been hinted, you know, right?
Yeah. Because, we figured it out with Geats and Tycoon and Buffa, but we were just like, and Mary and Dapan, that all made sense. But it was like, Nago, I was like, I don't fucking know. Kind of sounds like Neko, I guess,
right?
maybe.
I was like, right, I thought it was like supposed to be a play on her actual name or something, you know?
Yeah, right? But is that actually that it's about her being a number 2?
Yeah, the second,
the second model?
Boy, the hits has always been there, you know, right?
Yeah.
And you just missed it, you know, right?
I mean, look, I could be fucking just Pepe Sylviaing out right now, but this show has proven that it really likes to Pepe Sylvia the fuck out of shit, right? And so far, again, like, if anything, as I said before, the time-traveling aspects of it are the things that are the most complicated and have the most potential to be, to fuck shit up. But so far, they've answered the paradoxes about how Ace can be both eternally, living eternally, but also have been a high school student, with this iteration joining this game as Geats. So... how...
Boy, hey, the news media picked up fast that was the body, you know, right?
Yeah.
You know, right? The body literally came out there already. Yep, that's the body, you know, right?
Yep. Hey, we don't need you to identify it. Trust me. We look. It's definitely your dead daughter. That daughter is super dead, and it's super yours.
Wait, that is nuts. There was no, unless the kidnapper was also had the body of a 7-year-old
who had a cool little JanSport backpack that said Kurama Akari on it. I'm pretty sure that's your daughter. She's super dead. Also, in case I don't know if you had the same moment that I did, but since I've been rewatching the dub version of Witch from Mercury with Molly in preparation for season 2 of the Witch from Mercury coming out this weekend.
The one where they didn't hire a POC actress to voice the POC character.
Oh boy! Oh wow! A whole bunch of spice. Oh boy! We don't need to get into that. But the fucking when the mom's just sadly singing Happy Birthday, I'm like, you can't. If I had a nickel for every show that I was watching over the last year that had people sadly singing Happy Birthday to people that were dying or dead, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I mean, in Gundam it keeps happening, but it's weird that it came up in Geats. But yeah, this is some real unhinged shit. I don't even know. Like, it's so weird for them to be like, Neon was lying to them. Because it's like, I understand on paper, I understand the ravenous, way that fucking, like, idol culture, like, makes fans go like, you were married, or you were in a relationship, you lied to us, you weren't really pure, or blah, 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 or something like that. But she's a fucking artificial human. She didn't know.
The audience is also happens to be both a DGP viewer and also a Neon TV subscriber, right? Right, because I assume that the DGP is that something like, hey, Tariq, let's go twitch.tv.com.
No, you gotta go on the future dark web.
Right, like it's such like well, I understand the intention of Baraba showing the footage, right? But I was like, right, like how much of the audience itself is actually going to be like, wow, that's a revelation.
Yeah,
right?
Cool.
Right, it's not like if she was like to publicly actually hey yo like tweet this out publicly
and again it also brings up the question of
that hey Superman is Clark Kent, right, from the official Batman Twitter account, right? Like the Venn diagram of people who are DGP dark
viewers,
web future viewers and Neon TV. I assume is very small.
It should be, but I mean, apparently it's not that small, and they can pay to have, like access to her not green room, but basically supporter room to send her gifts.
Right.
Pay an extra $5 and you get to have the long.
The revelation is really like I think maybe that's like the weakest part of this episode.
Well, but
like that.
The thing is, we know this even from how Jean reacted to Ace's backstory. The supporters themselves don't even know the backstories, which, I mean, that, again, still is like one of the weaker parts about this time travel stuff. The only reason I'm kind of okay with it right now is because clearly there's stuff that even the supporters don't know that they're hiding, and it seems like it's really just being kept under, like, lock and key by the DGP runners, and the only reason I can think of that Baraba is able to find it is because of her newfound authority with the Vision Driver. She has access to things. That's like
the only way she can access this
but all of
file data. Hey, look, hey, just so you know, when you delete stuff off a hard drive, it is not deleted.
Yeah,
that's why you gotta.
It could be that. It could just be that, like, I mean, who knows what let me put it this way. In terms of, like, story writing, right? The show right now is reasonably being an unreliable narrator, right? The things that we are being told by the show, the characters themselves don't even know if they're true or not. Right? So, Ace told us that he was, like, from 1 AD, and it's like, well... He's actually been reincarnated over and over again.
He wasn't lying,
but it's not that. But we didn't know how it actually manifested itself. Like, so, Jean didn't even know that about him, right? The characters don't. There are things that the characters don't know about themselves or know about each other simply by fact of not having that information, like, available to them. So for all we know, the future people...
How mad you gonna be when we find out what Kayla's real hidden, Kayla's secret pass is gonna be?
I mean, his secret pass is that his parents got killed.
You think Kayla's gonna pull an Obito Toby on us,
Yeah. I'm just saying, in that same sense, it's like... I mean, if the supporters turn out to be not actually from the future, or maybe they're from the future, but all the future people are in, like, fucking stasis pods or some fucking Matrix shit, right? And they have to keep making these avatars because they are the closest representation they have to being human again, right? They could be brains in jars for all we fucking know. Like, there's no fucking... There's so many ways that this could go. It very likely could go in a very stupid direction. Reiwa has a very bad track record right now, but so far, I can believe that Kyun wouldn't know this, and also the audience wouldn't know this, because the DGP is keeping all this shit under wraps.
Right. Gotta bury the evidence, right?
Papa Kurama kept all of this.
Look, it's like they say, don't pay off people and then use election funds, right? Use the election funds to pay off people.
Yeah,
right?
You might have to, otherwise, you're saying that Kosei Kurama might have to show up in legal court? He might have a legal battle coming up? He used company funds to get his personal affairs taken care of and get a new daughter? Yeah, it's just... I mean, it's... This is a wild amount of, like, reveals in this episode, and then it just kind of ends with Ace going beast mode, showing the power.
Well, one thing I want to bring up, I feel like people are not respecting Niram enough in this show. This guy, I've been talking about, like, Niram is actually such a power character in this show, right? He is, like, forced, the fact that he is pretty much forcing Papa Karuma to, like, oh yeah, no, you're our sponsor now, right?
Yeah, you can
because the theory we had before, was that, that Papa Karma was a past DGP winner, and that's how he got.
Yeah, but
we just thought, that makes sense, right? I feel like that's like the only way for you to get your wish granted by the gods. But no, he's taking advantage of this emotionally damaged man.
And
right?
That's a good point. And just to that point, I mean, again, talking about what characters do or don't know. Fuck, man. Niram could have either ordered, organized, or personally done the kidnapping on Akari.
Oh, fuck! I didn't even consider it. Yeah, right.
Because he needed to get Kurama into a position where he could become more susceptible to becoming a sponsor.
Right. Because we know both he and Papa Karuma had history. But we're like, hey, what's the deal with that? We thought it was like, I guess he played the past DGP or something, right? The fact that this is actually how their business, So like, hey, look, we'll give you a daughter for some of that sponsorship money, We would love to have the Karuma conglomerate be a proud supporter of the DGP, We'll send you a varsity champion.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, we'd love to have you as a sponsor. And they're like, what the fuck is a DGP? No, I don't want to do that. It's like, it'll make any wish you have come true. That sounds like some real bullshit. And they're like, probably won't in a few days. But hey, it'd be a real shame if something happened to that daughter of yours.
The flashback scene when we see the Bullfight, like, is such a power move for Niram's character, right?
Yeah.
Right, because we saw, like, the others, like, was it a few episodes ago when they were having that talk, right? And they were just like, and they were already talking, and you always thought, oh man, he is mad dogging the shit out of Niram. Yeah. Right, in fact, that Niram has always been playing the winner's side, this entire time, right? It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So the question is, right, is this going to, obviously it's, how is this going to affect Neon? But, like, I don't know, is this, now that the proverbial cat is out of the bag, right? Pun not intended. Is Kosei Kurama just gonna be like, fuck you, I'm not, the deal's off, you can't do this, and then they're just gonna be like, fuck you can't run away.
My big secret's out, right? You can't force me, you can't force me to be continuous sponsor anymore, right?
Yeah.
Right, no matter what the contract says, oh wait, hold on, this is a pretty good legal binding contract.
Yeah, wow, there's a lot of fine print here.
Man, you guys are, the future must have really good lawyers, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good when you can have lawyers in the future that should theoretically know what they're getting into because they're from the future.
Yeah. Then Ace goes beast mode and beats the shit out of him.
Beats him absolutely senseless. That's... everybody loses their goddamn mind about this. Look, it's, as you said, the well-choreographed fight scene. Ace kills a fucking Jamato in one of the most brutal ways that I think we've seen someone do it in this show so far. Because he beats the ever-loving shit out of it. Then when he's doing all these cool kick flips and shooting lasers and stuff. and then drops a fucking audience satellite on it to crush its body. Boy, what a fucking move. What a power move. Like, just... Ace is not fucking around. But, you know, we'll find out if this has any influence on...
Alright, we'll see how this will go. This is gonna happen. Also, here's Tamina. Should have posted this last week, but, you know, hey, I thought of it this week, you know, right? Right? This is a very popular format online right now, so I'm just like, hey, you know.
Yeah, you know. That's,
not to this week's episode, you know, right? But, hey,
it works.
Yeah, but so proud of this. So proud of this meme, you know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Anything else you want to say for this week's episode?
I don't know. Maybe in 5 more episodes we'll find out that Keiwa actually got nerfed and someone used a wish one day to just never make him succeed at life. Like his sister played the DGP and actually she said, I want him to be if you let him be safe, then I don't care if he ever wins anything ever again in his life.
Jeez.
I don't know. What other backwards fucking like Faustian bargains can they make for these characters at this point?
Right. Right, yeah. Can't wait to see how they move Neon's character going forward. Now that they find out she's not a real person, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right. Real interesting how they're gonna progress with her character. Hey, maybe it'll give her enough motivation and power for her to unlock a second buckle for herself, you know, right?
Yeah, one that's a second actually unique one.
Right, and one that they won't need female toy sales to justify having.
Yeah.
Alright, is that it for this week's episode?
I think that's it for this week's episode.
Alright, coronavirus is still a thing. Watch this, right, Rascal, shots, pieces of the thing now. Okay, thanks, bye.